Hi, and welcome back to Budget Beauty. This is episode 7. I am Lindsay Beatty, and for once I am joined by the erstwhile Mr. Beatty.
Hi, everybody.
This is my husband, and he's going to get ready with me while I'm doing my Valentine's makeup for us going out and then having dinner later. And I said yesterday that when I did the other video that I was going to do another red look. So here we are. We're going to do red. So husband will be here while I'm doing stuff and asking questions and talking about
Definitely.
stuff. So we're going to get started. So first question. I'm a pop quiz hot shot. You old enough to know where that reference comes from?
Yes, from the movie Speed.
Yes. What comes first when I do makeup? You've seen me do this
Yes,
enough.
You want a base.
Yes.
You definitely want a base.
But what do we call it? I knew you wasn't gonna know this.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't trying to trick you, but I knew you wasn't gonna know this. Primer.
That's the word.
What do you always hear me say?
Primer.
Correct.
I should have known that.
He can be taught. So yes, primer. So we are starting with primer, and we're going to use the Urban Decay primer that I always use, but also this is the anti-aging, because like I say, I'm running out of the regular, but I wanted to use the Urban Decay instead of the Juvia's Place today. So as I'm putting this on, so I husband had seen me wear makeup a lot. I wore it a lot when we were dating, and then for a couple of years there, while we were not married, but we were married, let's call it that. I wore makeup still, and then COVID hit and no makeup, because your girl was not getting up and getting dressed to put on makeup to sit at a desk somewhere, and I was never on camera, so like we didn't have to be on camera where people could see us. I just had to be on microphone. So I know my husband remembered them COVID times.
Well, yes, I remember them. I pray that we don't have to live through them again.
Yeah, I would not like to go back to that. That was awful. Awful and frightening. Especially as someone who, if I got sick, and when I did get sick, it was not a fun time. It wasn't, I didn't have to go to the hospital or anything, but the first time that I had COVID, it was terrible. It was not fun at all. And I had it first and then gave it to him, which is crazy. I was like, whoa, look at that. There's that in sickness and in health part.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to get you sick, but
we know. I'm not holding against her. It's just once we found out it was someone else that got her sick.
Yeah.
I'm kind of was not happy. I was not happy with that at all.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't want to bring that home. And then my husband works in a nursing home. So yeah, that would be terrible. I don't want him getting sick, first of all, because husband. But also, I don't want him getting sick and then taking it to work, where there's other old people who could get sick. Like, that to me just made no sense. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
That we have no regard for other people. Like, that did not make sense.
Also, it got a purple metallic.
So, yes. So, what happens here is, this is like okay, so you can see this. And I'll explain on camera too. This has a it's like a beige color. And y'all can see it too. You can see the color of this applicator is the color of this stuff. So what happens is when I put it on, it goes on like a beige on my skin tone. And it's gonna brighten up my eyeshadow up underneath once I put the eyeshadow on. Juvia's Place, when y'all see me put it on camera, and you've seen me put on the Juvia's Place, the Juvia's Place matches my eyelid it matches my skin tone very well, almost perfectly. So you can't even tell I have on primer, but it is gonna mute the color. It's gonna be whatever the color is. It's gonna be that and maybe a shade darker. It's a little bit of color theory going on there. But yes, it reads like this is purple, but it's really not. It's really just beige on top of my brown. And that's fine. I did look for a brown my shade in this Urban Decay, and I could not find any. Now maybe I just wasn't looking in the right place. Maybe I need to go directly to Urban Decay and look for that. But when I bought those, that was the only shade they had. So that's what I went with. I had read online that the primer potion was really good. It is. And so that's why I went with that. So while we're waiting on that to dry real quick, we're going to do eyeliner. And this, my friends, is the usual. This is ColourPop BFF liquid liner in the shade numero uno. It is fantastic. Dries very quickly. I normally don't have problems putting this on. Except that other day. I know you were the other day when I was putting it on, and I had my eyes started watering, and I said, "Oh, it looks like I've been crying for a couple hours." Yeah, it was weird. I think I know why it did that. It was because I got too close to my waterline, and so my eyes immediately reacted and were like, ah, "Girl, stop." So we're gonna go out. We gotta make a few stops. We are going to go to Ulta today. So, that's going to be fun because I got to pick up, like I say, I got to pick up some things to, replace some stuff that I'm out of, and get a few things I kind of wanted in some colors. And maybe somebody will buy my makeup for me. My husband looking at me like, girl.
No comment.
Yeah. That's why you love me. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure my eyes are dry actually at this point. Yep, they are. So primer is dry on my eyes. You can tell that it's dry because it's dried down. I mean, I can look at it and tell it's dry, but I also do a touch test, and if it doesn't move, it's dry. This dries incredibly fast. I would give it probably about 2-3 minutes to dry. And it dries faster than the Juvia's Place, but definitely a little bit goes a long way. And if you put on too much, it's gonna take a long time to dry. So yeah. So all right, we're ready for eyes. We're ready to do eyes. So we're going to use the liquid glow shots. Now I did in my other video yesterday, I'd already used this and done this, and I showed that I was going to use this. We're going to use this because it's red, and it is the red that I can get to work the best. I'm trying to see if I got another red somewhere that I maybe could use. I could use that red, I guess, this red right here in this Blue Moon. So y'all see this? This red right here where I have my finger. This is red, and I'm trying to see if it's an eyeshadow or if it's a blush. It might be a blush. Supposed to be intended. Nope, it's an eyeshadow. On the back, it's, I think, this one where my fingernail is, and that's an E. So, yeah, like I say, I think I'm going to use this. So hold this, please. I had to reach out of frame, get tools. So, I'm getting to the point now where I got to order more of these from Amazon, and I will. They are fantastic for putting on eyeshadow and applying eyeshadow and other things. So I'm gonna use that to do my red instead of using the Ultimate Glow Shot since I used it yesterday. And then, so I do want a I want a low impact cut crease. So I'm gonna use this pencil, this old pencil that I got, to do this. So let's start with drawing this cut crease. That actually went on correctly for once. Okay, so as y'all can see how it gives it definition. It makes it look like my eye is much bigger than it actually is. You can give yourself definition that way. So then we're going to do the same thing, other eye. I like to do all of the steps with this one thing all at once instead of trying to do do this and then go do eyeshadow and then come back and have to do the other eye. I like to do all of this all at once. So if I'm gonna do cut crease on one eye, I'm gonna do cut crease on the other at the same time. I know my husband has been around for the journey that is learning how to cut my crease. My husband was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Learning how to cut my crease. Don't make fun of me." So then we're going to go across the bottom. So I want y'all to see how I'm doing this. I'm doing this over the eyeshadow. I'm doing this over the primer, but I'm doing this over my lash line so that
So how you know your boundary?
Correct. That's a good question. That is a very good question. So what the cut crease does for me is set the boundary for the top part for my eyeshadow. Okay. This is going to set the bottom boundary for the eyeshadow as well. Also, it serves a dual fold purpose in that it's going to make it look like I got way more lashes than I do. But yes, that's a very good question. How do you, because for me, I have to, in order to be able to draw my eyes, most of the time, I need some type of guide. I need some type of boundary line to tell me where to stop. Because otherwise, I'll have mascara all the way up here where my eyebrows are. My hair is covering my eyebrows, but it would literally be all the way up there. So no, and I didn't put primer up there. So also too, the primer serves as a guide because wherever I put primer, that's where I'm going to put makeup. So I wouldn't, and you'll see that when I do my face makeup. I would not put primer in spots. I would not put makeup in spots where I didn't put primer. And vice versa. I wouldn't put primer somewhere I know I'm not going to put makeup on it. Because you don't need to. Now, sometimes I might put it on my nose because I might put some highlighter on or something on my nose. But very seldom. Because I very seldom do that. Okay, so now we're drawing it on the other eye. And this is fairly lined up. It's kind of hard to draw this on this eye. This is my worst eye, by the way, that to draw stuff on and put makeup on and do stuff with. Because I'm right-handed. And so I've noticed my my left side is terrible. I am not left-handed at all, and anything I do with my left hand tends to be terrible. So I realized early on I was right-handed, like fairly early before I even knew what a right and left. I knew this was my dominant hand. So, but trying to draw on the left side is always hard. Okay, all right, that's kind of straight, kind of. Okay. Yes, that is a very good question. Okay, so see, now that's drawn on. I don't think I'm going to do a wing. Where, they have the line that's off to the side on the side. That's what it's called. Yes, a wing.
Learning as we go.
I don't think I'm going to do a wing, though. We might need to keep this out, though. Let's hold on to this for just a second. All right, now we're ready. We're ready for this powder. All right. So, powders, I use one of these. These are dual-sided applicator things. And we said we used this. I think I've used this red before. I think I have. But I'm picking it up on the brush on this little applicator tip. And you can see you can see it on there. See as you can see it on there. All right. So I put it on here and then I'm going to just, paint my eye basically. And see, it's super pigmented. So I've used this before. This looks a lot like that liquid glow shot. That's how reflective this is. It looks a lot like the liquid glow shots.
Yeah, see, it's a little kind of a
it's a reflective. Yeah, it's like out of liquid metal. Right. It's got the sparkle to it. Like the glow shots. Because this is exactly what the glow shots look like. Oh, that's great. Sometimes I like to have options for my eyeshadow. So I like to use powder and I like to use liquid eyeliner and liquid eyeshadow instead of using, like pencil. So we're going to have to clean this up a little bit because I kind of got that red down there on the bottom boundary, but cleaning up is not hard. It's very easy actually. Okay. So, see?
Yeah.
And it's on. All right, that's one eye down. And then we'll go back in and clean up once we finished on both eyes.
Yeah, at least I'm now seeing there's actually a liquid metal color. Because some of it looks like, at times, like, it's metallic. It's like a metallic color.
Yep. I like metallic.
Not all of them are
matte.
I like that, yeah.
So, yes. So, sometimes you'll see I have a matte. Like this brown. Y'all can't really see this because I'm kind of drawing at the same time. What he's referring to is like this color here.
Yeah.
This color right here where I'm pointing at. I know that's slightly out of frame and blurry, but what I was pointing at was a brown, what they call matte. You've seen matte and just didn't realize what it was called when I wear my lipstick. Most time I wear matte. I wear a matte lipstick, so that's what that is. Now, sometimes I wear a gloss. Sometimes you'll see me wear glossy. But I choose to wear matte most of the time. And we're going to wear matte today, too, so there's that. I always think it's funny I put on makeup to go buy makeup. Which doesn't make sense, because you're really supposed to be trying it on. It's kind of goofy, but on my part, but I mean, I like to look nice. Like, I don't want to go in there and look ridiculous with no makeup on. And they be like, "Oh, girl, yeah, you need to come in here and spend lots of money." And then they always remind me when I get in there, you're pre-approved for an Ulta credit card. I'm like, girl, you don't need to tell me that. I'm the person you don't need to offer that to, because if I did that, I would be very poor.
And sometimes they look at me saying, "Sir, you want one?"
Right?
No,
They're like, "Sir, you want to? We can test to see if you are." And I'm no, he don't need one either. Because you know what he gonna do? Buy all my makeup.
We're trying to cut down the temptation.
So now y'all can see I have it on. I have both eyes done, and I can see it. It's not very obvious on camera here, and you can probably see it because you're sitting here.
Yeah.
But I need to clean it up here and over here.
Maybe a little.
I'm going to do that now. Normally I can clean up real quick because I didn't make too much of a mess putting it on. So most of the time, since you're here, you can talk about and attest to the fact that most of the time I just wear makeup for like work or if we're going out somewhere.
Definitely for work and definitely we're going out.
Because I don't go anywhere. We don't have like super special events all the time.
Right.
It's only in the last year where we've had a lot of special events where I'm like, oh, I need to buy an outfit or something. And then I need to figure out makeup options and then figure it out.
Definitely.
So, yeah. See, and I cleaned it up. It's cleaned up now.
Yep, definitely.
All right, so we're good there. Okay. All right, so now we're going to do eyes. We're going to finish up eyes. I think I am going to... So I have to buy more of this today, and that's what I'm going to buy. I already know that I need to buy this. This, of course, is the Lash Princess eyeshadow primer. I'm sorry, mascara primer. It is very good. It works very well on my eyes and on my lashes. Very, very happy and pleased with it. So because I use it every day now, it is it was a happy accident that I even found this. So I need to buy some more because we're running out. I know I'm running out. That tube feels real empty. So I'm gonna start applying and get this on. But I use this every day. Every time I put on mascara, I have already put on a coat of this on my lashes underneath the mascara. So we gotta replace it. And see, as y'all can see, as I talked about, y'all can see this when it's on my eyes because I have that black on. Even without the black across the bottom, you would still be able to see this very well on my lashes. So
you got
I know it's a little bit on my nose too.
No, I'm saying it's more like a tint of silver and green. Like
it's blue. It's bluish green.
Bluish green, but I thought it was a little silvery.
Because it's the color of this.
Oh, okay.
Which I didn't realize. So, like I say, this was a happy accident finding this. I was in Ulta and I bought this thinking it was another type of mascara. And I bought it and then got home and looked at the bottle and I was like, wait a minute. This is primer for your... I didn't realize they made primer for your lashes. I had no idea. So I then I started using it. Because I was like, let me read up on what I'm supposed to do with this. Like, I'd never used any type of primer. Not on my lashes. So I was like, let me read up on this and figure out how I'm supposed to do this. So that's what I did. I read up on it and then I used it the next time I wore mascara, which was like the next day. And I've been using it ever since. And it does really well. My mascara stands out, it stands up, and it does very well. So we're gonna let this dry a little bit too once I get this on, and then while we're waiting on it to dry, we're gonna do face primer. This will be like a super quick video, actually, quicker than the others. So, and there we go. Like I say, my right lashes are not as thick and bold as my left lashes. But what you want to do is from root to tip, get it coated and to get it on the lash and get it through and then let it dry. All right, so we're good. So yes, it's on there. So now you can see it. See, now you can see my lashes a lot.
Yeah.
Also, the color helps them stand out. You can see it just because I got the color on. The lash primer. Listen, this lash primer do more than this Yves Saint Laurent, which is terrible. I'm like, wait, not for how much that Yves Saint Laurent costs.
Yeah, they are kind of expensive.
You were there with me when I bought the Yves Saint Laurent.
I actually had sticker shock. I was like,
it was $32, and I was like, excuse me. That is entirely too much.
I had that face on. I was like, I can't.
It's not terrible. It just, I can achieve the same effect with $5 mascara, which from Essence, which don't make sense. Like, come on, Yves Saint Laurent. Like, come on. This is so. I didn't fault my work niece at all because I was like, give me recommendations. This is what we aim to do here. Give me recommendations so that I can tell you, hey, the $32 version of this mascara, okay, yeah, don't buy that. Buy the dupe, which is a drugstore version of it. Because that's considered high end. Yves Saint Laurent is high end makeup. So that's why I'm glad she told me that so I could go and try it. I go and spend the money on these things to tell people, hey, no, get the budget version of this. Now, if you want to splurge, that's your business. Listen, I'm all for people splurging on makeup and figuring out what they like and what they don't like. But don't spend too much more than what you have to spend. Don't do that. You don't got to do that.
Sometimes with Ulta, well, there's some that are pretty good makeup. I'm just from observer looking from the outside. There are some things I would think like, okay, that's asking way too much. This is way too much stuff.
Yeah, I mean, now if you're not into makeup, like everything gonna seem super expensive. Like
Yeah.
everything seems super expensive. But here, please hold
Sure.
my rings.
Gotcha.
So what I'm doing here is I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Hydrating face primer while we're waiting on this to dry. 2 pumps.
Yeah, I actually just found out what it meant.
What?
I think it's eyes, lips, and face.
Yes, I was grown because I went and looked it up too. I was like, what does ELF stand for? Why they call it ELF? And so, yeah, I looked it up too. I looked it up too.
I looked it up and I remembered at one point, but then I had to
But
look it up.
they tell you, well, they do tell you, and see, I am gonna put a little bit on my nose. But they do tell you in the store, like on the thing, like when we were in the Walgreens and we were buying stuff, the other day, it says it up on the marquee.
Right.
What the ELF stands for. But yeah, no, I had to look that up one time because like early on when I first started buying stuff again, I had to look that up and be like, what does that stand for? Because I had no idea. I mean, it's cute though. It's memorable. People just call it ELF and be done with it anyway. All right, so I may put some primer right here. I'm gonna put some primer here, but I may put makeup there. I may not. That little section on my face right here. I'm a super dry skin girly, and your girl skin be dry. So if I put some on my nose and I wind up not putting any highlighter on, it's fine because my nose is dry all the time. My skin peeling right now. Right here. It's always in this section. That's why I use toner. It's one of the reasons why I use toner. And I use, I know that dries it out, but I do also replace after I put moisturizer on. So, yeah, we're good. We are good. Okay. So, that's good. So we're waiting for that to dry. I think it might be dry at this point for my eyelashes. So now we need to make some decisions on what type of mascara to wear. I think we might wear Lash Princess Curl and Volume. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe we'll wear one of my faves. This is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect. It is excellent. It is one of the best on the market. It's not crazy expensive either. And when I do make my post, I keep saying I'm going to make a post about all of the products that I have and that I use regularly. I will put prices in there too so you can see how much this is. And where you can find it. So I can tell you this is not super expensive and I find it at Ulta. That is where I bought it. So, and you would think I'd be running out of this, but I rotate all of my mascara, so that's why I'm not running out of it just yet. Okay, try not to touch my eyelids too much either. I really don't want to have to touch up that powder. Oh, look at that. Your girl got lashes with this. I mean, I already have large lashes anyway, but like I have full thick lashes and they're very long naturally. But as you can see, these are with this on, it's very long and thick. See?
Yeah.
And see how the black is doing what I intended it to do.
Yeah.
So, and I read somewhere there's a name for that. What we're doing there. But see how it's real thick and they're now long and they stand out. I also like the product. I like product synergy. This is made by the same people who did this is Essence also. So, yeah, it's gonna work well with their own other product. I would expect that their lash primer is gonna work very well with their mascara, their own brand mascara. So, yeah, I expect good results when I do this. And there we go. Now this one I don't have to put too much on because I got very small lashes over here. That's the weird thing. On my right side, my lashes are very small. On my left side, lashes are super thick and long. It's weird. They just don't grow, I guess. And yes, I do have that random gray eyelash that we both seem to get from time to time. I will get a gray one from time to time. And I have them in my eyebrows too. I have random gray strands in my brow. I'm also not a brow person, so you will not see me fool with my eyebrows too much. Ever, if ever, because I have very thick brows and I don't tend to fool with them because they're work. So I keep my brows. I mean, I smooth them down. I try to smooth them down when they get particularly unruly and bushy, but for the most part, I'm not fooling with my eyebrows. See now, this side long too. And then we're gonna let this dry. All right, so mascara done. So now we've got face primer on, and my face is significantly greasy. It's not greasy. It's got, you can tell I have something on it.
Okay, some shine.
Yeah, it's a little bit of shine, right? But it's not a ton of shine. I'm trying to smooth it out so it won't be all in one spot. And then you see this very bright spot. So as per the usual, concealer, Juvia's Place. I have used it so much I have wiped off the Juvia's Place logo. Juvia's Place I Am Magic concealer in the shade J7, and we're gonna put it in spots that we know we need to use it. I have very little dark marks right now, which is great. So I really don't need this, but I want to put it on anyway. I don't want to cover up my beauty mark there. But yeah, I have very little marks right now. My skin's pretty clear, so I don't think I need it in too many places. Maybe on my chin a little bit. I don't really need it on the chin too much. All right, that's all I need. All right, so now sponge. My sponge is a little dirty right now because I used it, and I'm gonna clean it. We're gonna get this under eye. I really bought concealer. And my husband will be able to tell you. I bought concealer because I have hyperpigmentation underneath my eyes. And the crusade that was buying this concealer, you were there for when I spent all the time trying to match my shade. Yep. That was craziness. I guess I'll cover that up. Okay. So this side is really blended in. So y'all can see how I'm doing this. When they say beat your face, you are literally beating your face. Most people use translucent setting powder too, and you are literally beating your face to cover it up. So, look, you know I shaved my sideburns like 2 weeks ago, right? Look how they coming back. My sideburns are crazy. I have absolutely the craziest sideburns. They're just very thick and they grow really fast. Okay. So we got the chin. Okay. Do you have questions about concealer?
I kind of got an idea of what they do, but basically does it help take down some of the shine, or
It can.
Okay.
For me, it's gonna mattify my face here.
Right.
As you can see, my face is, and what it's doing is covering up dark marks. Note that I did not put any foundation on because I don't really need foundation. If I'm using, this is a full coverage concealer, so I really don't need foundation with this. I don't. Foundation would be fine, but it acts as a foundation here. What I am going to have to do is I'm going to have to add some more eyeliner because I kind of got some of the concealer up there in that spot. And see, I'm a little shiny right here up underneath here, so I'm going to get up in that corner and try to knock that down a little bit. Okay. I think I did a good beat there. See if I can't. This probably wouldn't be an issue if I contoured too, but I don't contour, so there's that. I don't need to. My face is what it is. I don't feel like the need to contour. I mean, I'm not against contouring. I personally don't feel like I need it. Let me see, this little section right here is being weird. Up underneath this eye. Yeah, it's being weird. Not sure why. See, it's a little shiny up underneath that eye, and I'm not. Yeah, I know the light's catching it too, but this little side over here is not doing the same as this side. Try to spread this out a little bit. Okay. All right. So that's done. Let's go back in and add our eyeliner again that I kind of covered up. Y'all know I have moles. I have facial moles in the same spot that my mama had them. It's kind of crazy. I think almost that they're hereditary. But they're in the same spot. My mom had moles up underneath, in the same areas underneath her eyes. All right, so that's done. This little section on here is so shiny. Hold on. I know, it's fine. So my camera just leaning a little bit. It's all right. It's fine.
Okay. Just want to make sure it wasn't fun.
It's fine. It's fine. So as long as it doesn't fall off, we're okay. I'm going to put some back up underneath here like that. Because that is very shiny and I cannot get it to calm down the way I want it to. Okay. See if we can get that. Get that to calm down. And do some shine control. Okay. All right, so there. It's still a little shiny, but it's calmed down significantly than when I first did this. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to put this setting spray on, and hopefully that'll help too. That will definitely calm it down some. Okay. Hopefully. Let's see, like I say, it's super shine right up underneath that little area.
I don't see any real shine. Really.
Right there.
Maybe okay, a little bit.
Right there.
But
that's just that's literally the light hitting my face, but also not sure why that's super. I don't know. It's kind of maybe if I touch it. Yeah, I don't know why that's doing that. Like it won't. I don't know. That's weird. Okay. Well, I'll put it on my sponge here. And I'm almost certain it might be because I have not, it's this sponge is a little dusty. As the children like to say, it's a little dusty. But all right, so that's calmed down a lot. All right, so now that we've done that, we're gonna put on lipstick. So, because we're going with red, I wore ColourPop yesterday. So I think I'm gonna wear I'm gonna wear my Sephora today. And we need to get a lip pencil. All right, so same pencil. Draw this lip on. You see how I did that? Right. So Cupid's bow. And I drew the line there. And I come around. Draw that up underneath there. See? And then that's done. All right. Now we can put on lipstick. I don't prime my lips or anything. Don't need to. Also, it won't, if I do that, this will not stick. And it will not be transfer proof. I have to say, its hair is super pigmented. At least this part of it is. This part of their line is. Okay. And it will dry down as a very, very, very soft matte. Like a physically soft matte. Okay. So you see how this works when I put this on. And it does dry quickly. I will give them that. It dries very quickly. Okay. Same thing with this line that I just drew around my lips. I line my lips. It gives me the boundary. There are people who overline. I do not. Most of the time. Okay.
Not bad, not bad.
Lips are done. Yeah. I want this to dry real quick. And see, it's already dried on my bottom.
Yeah.
It's definitely dried on the top. But it's almost dry on the bottom. Okay. That's that. And then we have setting spray. Now, matte finish setting spray.
Setting spray?
Yes. it's gonna set everything into place.
Okay.
Meaning it ain't nothing gonna move here.
Oh,
okay.
Gotcha.
Supposedly. So you might want to back up a little bit because I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to put this on.
Yeah.
All right. I'm trying not to get it in your face. All right.
Turn my face. My face is turned away.
All right. I got it. Then I'll turn my little fan. Sweet fool. This was $9. I saw it and I was like, "Oh, we need to get this. We need a fan." Like I say, I would have bought a Nimya one when I was buying this, but they did not have any in stock. Nimya, you know, is Nikki Tutorials brand. And I really, really, really want to try her stuff. So, they did not have fans in stock when I went to buy it. Maybe, like I say, maybe later on I'll buy some. I'll buy one. Because you can't, I mean, having two is not a problem. Maybe later. I think they may be back in stock, so I need to go look and see. Okay, I think my face is dry. Appropriately dry. Comes in 3 speeds. Yep, face is dry. Now, yeah, I'm super kind of shiny over there, but also shiny over here. Like, the shine has caught up.
Yeah.
And it's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind. But as y'all can see, yes, now I'm shiny on both sides. I didn't really put a whole lot on either. That was the thing. All right, so, itchy. All right, so I think we are ready to go. We're finished. Put on my earrings. I always put on my earrings, or try to put it on after I do my face, so that this is not in the way when I'm trying to do my face makeup. Okay. Okay. And that, my friends, is the completed look.
Not bad. Not shabby. Not too shabby.
Yeah. Yeah, not too shabby. I'm your wife. It's never gonna be shabby. Like, come on, hubby. It's not supposed to. That's not to be fishing for compliments, but guy, it's your wife. It's not shabby ever. I mean, even if she came in here looking like an absolute clown, you wouldn't tell her that.
No. No. Why? No. No.
So, I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been an eventful episode. We will not be doing this that often with husband joining. I just wanted him to join for this one because I knew I was getting ready, and I had said that I may possibly do something with it. And I don't think I'm going to do anything over here. I don't think I'm going to put any highlighter or thing on. I don't really want to put on highlighter today. So I think this is the finished look. As y'all can see, this lipstick has dried down. Sephora's brand is very good. I like this. ColourPop is just as good. This is what the ColourPop actually looks like, this too. So it gives me the same effect, at least. I don't know about everybody else, but it gives me the same effect. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching, and come back and watch more of my looks and see more makeup trials and tribulations. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Deuces.